Well, hello everybody. Michael Yo again, coming to you live from Australia. Welcome, 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 ladies and gentlemen. Tonight, wow, extra special night tonight, and I'm glad that you're on early. You might have just seen Jim Rowan giving some inspirational chat about personal development. And if you were lucky enough to be here early, those little things that he says about your personal development, maybe that's triggered something in you. And tonight we are going to extend that, and you'll hear some positive affirmation from our Captain King Jaymes, the Blue Diamond there out of Trinidad and Tobago. So thank you so much, ladies and gentlemen, for joining me here in the Zoom. I know it will max out very quickly, so you need to grab your new people, invite them here, and get them to have a listen before we you've still got a little bit of time before we actually bring the captain on board. But just to start with, wow, what a week. Everything is really happening. The wheels are in motion, seriously, folks. And a massive week in the lead up to what is going to be an unbelievable weekend, the 25th of July. That's this Saturday. You cannot miss it. Somewhere around the globe, you are going to be able to be a part of the very first historic Deal Shaker Global Expo, professionally put together by the team there in the Caribbean, in Trinidad and Tobago, and a lot of work has gone into this behind the scenes. Australia is going to be part of it, and we're very proud to be a part of this unbelievable history-making event. So, folks, if you thought that things had calmed down, and what's going on in OneLife, what's going on in the Deal Shaker, what's happening with usability, tell you what, you've got to find out how to get the link and how to be a part of the 25th this weekend. And we'll probably learn a little bit more about that later tonight. But just to get us all in the mood, we need a little bit of wow. And I want to bring on the country manager of Australia, Tan Dong, the Blue Diamond there. How are you, my man?
Wow. Yes, that's right. Thank you very much, our brother Michael, for your excitement opening of our one of the most exciting night tonight. Before going to it, yes, ladies and gentlemen, welcome all of you here today, coming early. Yes, sister, I saw you there. All our brothers and sisters, all the leaders around the world. Welcome, pretty warm welcome, all of you here before our captain. We're gonna give you a lot of good news, a lot of good information today, and I really don't want to take a lot of your time. Better, all of you. If you have one of these, okay, one of these by one coin usability, I think there's the pen and the paper or a notebook. Get them all ready, ladies and gentlemen. Get them ready. It's a vibe tonight. A lot of good information. You really need to take a lot of notes. Whenever any good event or any good section, you don't take note. It seems to be you only can observe 10%. And if you take note and you read it, it seems to be you can remember about 50%. And if you take notes and you keep read it all over again, then probably you can remember about 80% of what the people presented to you. And yes, you really need that, ladies and gentlemen. Take a lot of note today. Is a valuable information today for you. So I'll just make a short and I'll come back later after the king. We're gonna give you a lot of excitement. I just leave all the time for our king here. So thank you very much, ladies and gentlemen. I will talk to you again. So back to you, Michael.
Thank you very much, Tan, our country manager of Australia. And yes, ladies and gentlemen, thank you for joining us. We'll, We're live on Facebook as well. So if you've got people that around the world that can't actually get into the Zoom, then make sure that they jump on the live Facebook, and that is on the One Life Australia page. So One Life, capital O and capital L, capital A. So One Life Australia Facebook page, and we are live to the world. And welcome to our international guests here on the Zoom that have managed to actually get in. And then welcome to our followers on Facebook. So, wow, an exciting night, as Tan said, and an exciting week. We literally, just to give you an idea, last night, just the Monday night, just to start the week, we have our regular state managers meeting here, a Zoom meeting with our state managers around Australia, and that starts at about 8 o'clock. And Tan and myself and a lot of other leaders around the world, but just here in Australia, did not get off the Zoom calls from one to the other, to the other, to the other, till nearly 2:30 in the morning. And this is, you know, the amount of work that's going on in the background. So people don't see this, you know, they don't see the people at home, the leaders at home, the people putting in the really big effort to, you know, create this usability, create this momentum, and create this positive attitude and positive nature for the company moving forward. And I can guarantee you 100% things are going to change. It's going to be very, very incredible. I'm so bursting at the seams, waiting to be able to bring you such good news. But we have to just, you know, take a breath, understand that the timing will be right. But, you know, I guess you've heard it all before. This is coming, that's coming, this is coming. But believe me, folks, I don't spruik a lot, as you know. I just tell it as it is. And, you know, when I tell you that something big is coming, you can believe something big is coming. I can 100% vouch for that. And it is very exciting. It is going to blow your minds. You know, we've got the blockchain now, which is perfect. It's on trend. You see most of the universities are offering this type of blockchain course, that type of blockchain course. And it is the thing that is trending right now. It is happening. Big business is going to drive the usability of blockchain. So why not get yourself at the head of the queue and get yourself the knowledge on the blockchain? I have done the little bit of research about what other places are offering in the regards of their blockchain courses. Now we have, and I'm not going to actually mention the universities, but we have, you know, these basic courses at around 1,600 Australian dollars, and they are very, very basic compared to what One Academy can offer, the blockchain fundamentals. Okay, now I looked at another one, but you have to be a postgraduate, which means you have to have a degree to even get into this course. And this course is nearly $3,900, people. Take you 12 months to do and 9 months if you want to fast track it. Now, look, I understand that it's horses for courses, but does it guarantee you a job afterwards? Maybe. You have the knowledge, but as Jim Rohn said, for the early birds that were watching, knowledge can make us a fool. Because if you haven't got, you know, the ability to put that knowledge into work, it makes you nothing. Wow. This brings me to my exact point, ladies and gentlemen. Right here, you have the opportunity. And I know that some of you here in Australia and our international listeners have already purchased the blockchain. Congratulations, because you now have the ability to create that knowledge, but at the same time, create an income. Now, this is the impressive part that the company has afforded us. 50%. What do I mean by 50-50? I mean 50% coin and 50% cash. Unbelievable. You can bring a new person into the business into your business using your coin in the back office with 50% payment in coin, you'll receive an invoice from the company in Australia. In Australia, you'll send that invoice, a copy of that invoice, to our country manager. We will get the rest of the payment organized for you. You'll have the code for the blockchain, and if you sell that or bring 2 new people into your business, your pack is paid for completely. Where else can you do that? You can't go to university and do that, even if you are a postgraduate, even if you are a basic. You can't get paid while you're at uni. Here, you can get the knowledge, you can get paid, and you can earn, learn to earn, and come out at the other end. You'll be at the front of the queue. You will have the knowledge that big businesses now are starting to implement. BHP, for instance, the biggest company, the biggest mining company in the world, is now using blockchain. These are the type of companies that are going to push government and economic levels to into this area. Do you want to be a sheep and follow and learn later? Or do you want to grab the opportunity, grab it now, learn it now, and put it into practice and be a shepherd? I ask you, ladies and gentlemen, we are here tonight to learn pretty much what it is to be a shepherd. And we have one of the best shepherds here, right here, to help us do that. And I would like you to help me make welcome our captain, King Jaymes, Blue Diamond, King Jaymes. King, are you there, sir? There he is, and I will just get the button there to unmute. Have you got it there, sir? Yep.
Yes,
there
sir.
you go.
Button found.
Oh, unreal.
Absolutely here.
Fantastic to have you aboard. Welcome, welcome, welcome to Australia.
Thank you much. Thank you much. You can enable my share screen, please, when you get a chance. Such a privilege to be here. I want to thank you and Tong for making this possible for me to share and present tonight. I'm all about, you know me, telling the story. When something has impacted you, when something has changed your life, you should share with others, especially if you could do the same for them. I love people to understand how simple of a human I am. If you visit my humble beginnings here in the Caribbean and you see where I live in Trinidad and Tobago, you will see that I come from real humble beginnings. And with my life and what we have accomplished, and I say we because is a team of persons that would have helped me in my life. I'm excited. I'm excited because the chances I came from, the background I came from, it don't happen for people like myself. And nothing has really happened as yet. There's still so much more to do that you will not believe. So today, as we go through the presentation, I want you to please just be open. Allow your mind to be open and receive the information. If you're a first-time guest, listen to this information. 4 years ago, this has changed my life. It can change your life today and for the next 4 years. It can help you. It can absolutely take you out of a financial situation if you're currently in one and put you in a better one. If you're an existing IME, maybe a little dormant, maybe not as active as you should be, I want you to understand now is your time. I want you to understand that forget the noise from before. Please listen to the story that we have to share and see yourself telling others this very story and bringing them from into the financial darkness that they're currently involved in. Bring them into the financial light, because that's what we have to offer. We offer light to people. We offer hope to people. And hope is one of the greatest attributes you can offer to anyone, friends. And this is what we have. Many have lost hope, post-COVID especially. And we have it. We have that hope. We have that hope. So without hesitation, let me just jump right into my slideshow. I'll be about 45 minutes maximum with you this evening. The only thing that could keep me back is you. I'm teasing. But definitely it's really exciting for me to share this story. I'm very proud to be a part of OneLife and call myself a OneLife member, because here you get a chance to learn and earn. Allow the show to pull up. All right, I think we should be cooking with gas. Unbelievable. However, it goes to the end. Excellent. Okay. All right, friends. Some of you may or may not know, my name is King Jaymes, and I'm a fintech consultant. I take pride in saying I'm a fintech consultant. What is fintech? It's financial technology. I know something that amazes people. I hear what I know, that you don't know everything. And this amazes people because people believe they know everything. And I simply say to persons, you cannot take advantage of what you don't know. And the information I'm going to share with you tonight, you don't know much about it. And it's okay. It's okay not to know everything. Because if you're a person here that's in the Zoom that knows everything, and you can raise your hand and say, I know everything, please exit the Zoom, because there's no more growth for you. I am humble that I don't know everything, and I'm still learning in this industry. So if you don't know everything, that means there's information out there that you can take advantage of. And that's what I want you to do this evening. This evening, I want you to take advantage of this information that you may not be aware of that can help you position yourself strategically. Because it's exciting information, but it's a story to sell. And this story that we're going to tell is a story that we have been telling all over the globe. All over the globe, we have been telling this story, friends. We have over 3 million people in this opportunity in 100 countries plus. This is the ecosystem you're being invited to hear more about, to participate in. And I want you to relax. Because if you understand that we have 3 million people plus involved in this opportunity, you don't have to worry about if we're trying to take your money. And the moment we take your money, we're going to close down. No. That's not what you're here for tonight. You're here to just listen to what is happening in the world today and how you can position yourself and your family strategically ahead of the impending trend. That's all I'm asking from you, my guests here this evening, to please take a listen. So the mission that we are on as a company is simple. We want to enable, and I'll show you later in the presentation, a global community. That's all we want. We want a global community. Here in my country, the population is about 1.5 million people. Already the community size of OneLife is twice the size of my country. This is why I understand how this business could work. The aim of our company, OneLife, is to increase the quality of your life. I don't know any government that has a bold statement like this. I don't know. But this is the aim, our mission, our goal is to increase the quality of your life. The key component, I believe, to the entire concept is this here. We would like to, at OneLife, provide you with alternative and equal access to practical and relevant financial information, financial education to people worldwide. That's what we want to do. We want to give you practical. What do that mean? That means the financial education that we have right now, something is wrong. It's not practical. It's not relevant. It says equal access. That means the information we have right now is not on a level playing field. Someone gets more financial information than you and I. Could it be the children that's homeschooled by the wealthy? Why it is the wealthy children don't attend school? And the real wealthy don't even attend public school. What do they learn about money? Why it is money is not in our school curriculum from the age of 8 to 18. This is something that you have to consider and think about. Did you learn about money? No, truth be told. But we have to grow up to work for what we didn't learn about. Is it a strategic plan? Is it a plot? Why they don't want to teach us about it? These are the questions that I start to ask when I started to receive the information and I went looking for these answers. And I didn't go looking for these answers on the outside. I got involved and I looked for the answers on the inside. This is what you have to do. Because if you receive this equal access to the financial information that we have to offer, you would naturally create an education evolution. An educational evolution will naturally occur, therefore sparking economic growth and new opportunities. You see, I want to show you really quick a slide. But before I show you the slide, allow me to show you a video. And this video I want to bring up, it just goes to show, I don't know if he saw our presentation. It's possible that he saw one of our presentations. Mike, you gotta make me the host again. It's possible that he have seen one of our presentations. But this young man, you may or may not be familiar with, but I've listened to him speak. And when I go through the presentation with this slide that I'm going to show you now, tell me if he's not sounding like me or I'm not sounding like him.
If people don't see the future of what cryptocurrency is, let me just give you a small
Everyone seeing the screen?
Example. Okay. We all agree that everything in the world is going digital. Now, I'll compare
to the music business. I remember when I first started in the music business back in, I don't want to say my age, but I'm pretty old now. In the beginning of the music business, way before I came in, you had 8 tracks, right? Then from 8 tracks, you had vinyl. Then from vinyl, you had cassette tapes. Then from cassette tapes, you had CDs. Then you went from CDs to MP3s. Then you went from MP3s to streaming. You can see how it went straight analog into a full digital overplay, right? So now let's just say finances. Okay, in the beginning, you had cows, sheep, cattle that you used to trade. Then it went from cows, sheep, cattle to anything physical that had some kind of value. You went from that to gold and silver. Then you go from gold and silver to actually paper. Then you go from paper money to credit cards. Then you go from credit cards to bank wires. Now you're going from bank wires to cryptocurrency. So if you don't see the evolution and how things are going digital, you're already far beyond and behind. So you have to know that cryptocurrency is the future of finances. So now is the time not only to educate yourself, but to now start setting up your structure to where it can accept crypto as you're moving forward so you're not left behind.
Mm-hmm. And I want to know who else is offering this type of education that you're not left behind. Who else is helping you set yourself up for cryptocurrency and what we have? So if the wealthy people are doing it, but they are not sharing the information that they're doing it, if some music artists and some other key persons are getting involved in it, and they're trying to give you the information, they're trying to help you, but they don't know exactly what to give you, how to package it, how to bottle the opportunity. because I'm not a music artist or one of the 1%ers, you can't listen to the person who invited you or myself. Don't be fooled. Please do not worry about who the messenger is. Receive the message. And this message is the fact that there's evolution in money that you cannot stop. You heard him, Akon, just speak about the bartering. There's 13 different forms before we reach the gold. From there to the paper currency, to the card system he spoke about, even to a digital system. But do not allow them to confuse you with digital and speak about digital money as if it's cryptocurrency money. You see, what happens with the digital system and the card system is all tied into paper currency. And paper currency is where the problem starts to begin with. Paper currency is worthless. It has no commodity that's backing it, because money don't need to be backed by any commodity. Money need to be backed by trust, by me and you, because money is whatever we agree upon to exchange for goods and services. Simple. That is money. And I introduce you to a world of money called cryptocurrency. This is digital. This is technology and finance that cannot be ignored, and you should become aware of. Now, your question to me is, who needs cryptocurrency? Why is there a marketplace? Is there a marketplace? Absolutely. You see, Australia is blessed. You guys are heavily involved in the banking industry. Why? Because you're dominated, whether you know or understand it or not, by the Europeans. If you go back in the history of Australia, you'll see how influenced you are. Hence the reason why your money is called a dollar. Who else is known for the dollar? The USD. So you may not have a bunch of unbanked individuals, but that don't mean that you don't need the services of this world cryptocurrency. And that don't mean you should not go digital, because here's what's happening. It's going faster. It's going faster in Australia. There's no stopping this digital wave. But what happens now, because you may not be aware, you may not understand, it's faster for them to take advantage of you. That's what you have to understand. The truth is, because you don't have a lot of unbanked individuals, they're going to just do as they want, and guess what you're going to have to do? Accept it. But not anymore. We're here to wake you up. We're here to take you out of the matrix, unplug you, friends. That's what we are going to do. We're going to give you the red pill or blue pill opportunity. It's up to you to decide what you want. Because when you look at the rest of the world and you see the percentages in Africa, Latin America of the unbanked, these people have cell phones, they have internet connection, and that's all you need for cryptocurrency to work. It's not a hard process. Remittances, sending money. This is a challenge for many. It costs too much to send money globally. You should be sending money like a text message, friends, and not paying billions. All the money we put together is billions in revenue for these money houses. And all they do is send money like a text. You tell me we can't do that? Global trade, ease of settlement, no fraud. This is the restrictions that hold a lot of people back from doing global business. Could you imagine a currency that don't have to be faced with settlement problems and border problems? We are border to border concept, borderless. That's what we call our crypto friends. But here's the key. So maybe you found all type of excuse of why you should not be involved in this business. Let me give you the perfect reason that you have no choice but to get involved in this business. You need to protect your income and your wealth. And if you're going to tell me you don't have any wealth to protect, that's because they stole it from you and you didn't know. They have been stealing your money from you. And when I say they, I'm speaking about the central banks of the world. So let me not make sure I'm being very direct. The central banks of the world have been stealing your money from you every single year with a word called inflation that you don't understand. Because the word inflation hides the true word deflation. Friends, This world of cryptocurrency was birthed in 2008 by the financial crisis. This financial crisis caused someone to release a white paper, a concept called Bitcoin was birthed, and that has helped us. When this concept was birthed, it allowed people to start to see money for what it is. This paper currency, it loses value every single year. Let's look at the euro. You can purchase something. Today is the 21st of July, 2020. 1 year from now, July 2021, 1 year, you will not be able to purchase the same amount of goods and services as you did in the year 2020. Whether it's an Australian dollar, whether it's a US dollar, whether it's a Trinidad and Tobago dollar, is going to lose value. And that is a fact that you live with. So I ask the question, if you are involved in fiat currency, paper money, and is guaranteed to lose value, you're telling me you're not interested in joining the second economy, where the coin and joining the coin concept is not guaranteed to decrease in value? I mean, it could increase, it could remain the same, it could actually go down in value, but at least it's not guaranteed to lose value. This is why you have to diversify your portfolio. This is why you have to get the education, and we talk so much about education because that is the very heart of our company. You need to know that positioning yourself for the equal access education will help you learn today so you can lead tomorrow. We have key components of education. You heard Michael speak about blockchain. If you didn't, please understand that the blockchain educational courses we have is second to none to help you position yourself for this. You win, win, win. So let's touch on what's cryptocurrency. This is what you're going to learn in the blockchain courses. You're going to learn that cryptocurrencies are protocols that allow validations of transactions without the need of a third party such as banks, credit card companies, and escrow agents. So if we don't need the third parties such as banks, credit card companies, and escrow agents, who do you think might be objective or might object or push against or fight against this concept? The third parties. However, that was before. You see, in 2009, 2010, 2011, they were fighting the concept. But as of today, they're all heavily involved. All credit card companies, escrow agents, banks, they're all involved in some form of crypto or getting involved in the cryptocurrency industry. You know why? Because they cannot ignore it. Furthermore, too much people are getting involved in it. And because people are getting involved in it and they want to continue controlling the people, they too have to position themselves before they find themselves on the out. But what you need to do is get into the truth. And that's what we have to offer. Because there's a lot of misnomers out there with cryptocurrency. You see, here's why you should participate. It's because it's going to avoid the pitfalls of the monetary system. The guarantee of loss of buying power, cryptocurrency, ones in particular, gives you opportunity that that's not bound to happen. There's no guarantee. There's no pitfall guarantee. We drastically reduce transaction costs. Its behavior is like a virtual gold, which means the more the cryptocurrency is used, the more the demand and value rises. That's what we have to offer. Any cryptocurrency in the market, you don't hear usability. You don't have what we have, friends, where it's being used as the original intent, where it's being used like money. You don't have that. So colleagues, I want to encourage you, get involved. Get involved in this blockchain. This is the most significant part of the cryptocurrency world. Why? Because it cannot be ignored. This blockchain technology is the driving force because technology itself cannot be ignored. It's going to evolve whether you understand it or not, just like Akon was explaining. He said it went from 8 tracks to where we are today with the music, downloading, streaming. The blockchain technology, they want to use it for assets. They want to use it for music. They want to use it for all type of things, except for the original intent in which it came out for. Why? Because if you and I use it for money, it eliminates what they have been doing for years with printing of money, taking advantage of us. So join this cost-efficient business network, please. Understand it's safe. Most people say, oh, is that safe? It's more safe than the paper currency that you're currently with. It's way more safe. Here's the number one problem, and this is a universal problem. People are afraid. They're concerned. They're worried about if it's safe because they use the excuse that they do not understand. Guess what? We sell understanding. I welcome you. I welcome you, friends, because we sell understanding. There's no loss here. Blockchain is just a ledger that can track anything of value. It's based on protocols that authenticate, validate, and store information in consistent, unbroken sequences that makes the system safer by eliminating fraud, duplicity, and forgery. Wow. Now, I know Australians are saints, so I don't think you have any fraud or forgery or anything like that happening there. But if that is the case, shouldn't they be more willing to adopt the technology? Friends, get involved, get understanding. Blockchain could trace and track many things. So I'm coming close to the end. I have about 15 more minutes with you. But here's a slide I want to take some time for you to understand. Not much. I just want you to understand. You join our One Academy University or One Academy School or One Academy, whatever you want. Here, I'm going to show you the opportunity to learn and earn. That's what we're going to do right now. I want you to understand you're going to receive theory and practical. No one else offered this. I was speaking to an educational giant the other day, and he was giving me all this type of information. And I said, you don't offer theory and practical. No, my things are very practical. I said, when I finish your course, do I have in my hand more than I put into the course? Not just the knowledge, actual usable money. Start to stammer. Let me show you what I mean. The best of both worlds. If you purchase a very affordable blockchain level 2 educational package for 2,000 euros, you're going to get 22,000 tokens. Now, here's what I'm going to do for you. I'm going to show you the beginning and the end. Everything in the middle, guess what you got to do? Get started so you can learn. I don't have the time to explain and go through the whole process for you. This is where you have to come into learning. So when you want to know about split, difficulty rate, mining, and all those terms, get started. What I want you to get from this is that you put 2,000 euros or 2,500 Australian dollars, whatever it may be, you put that money into this educational package. You buy this for your child that may be 20, that needs this cutting edge information. The value of one of our OneCoin today is 42 euros. You're going to receive in your e-wallet 58.7 coins. When you multiply those coins by the value of 75, because 1 year later, remember you're joining the opportunity for 1 year. 1 year later, it's projected at 4,400 euros. Now, I asked the question earlier. Many of you agreed with me. If you have 100 Australian dollars, today's the 21st, 2020. 1 year from now, 2021, could you buy less with that 100 Australian dollars? Everybody agree. Because it's 2,500 Australian dollars now, would you be able to buy less? Yes, it's just more money, but you're still going to buy less. I am showing you where you could put 2,500 Australian dollars, for example, and your buying power is going to increase. What do I mean? I'm telling you, you're going to have about 5,000 Australian dollars or more that you can utilize and buy goods and services. Hear what I mean by buy goods and services on our Dear Shaker platform. This, my friends, is what you call diversification. This is what you call theory and practical at its best. We don't just give you the one academy knowledge and send you to the university or tell you go and study, but we give you the practical that you can utilize while learning with us, friends. You win, and win some more. You see, this Dear Shaker pack, these educational packages, they range from starter to tycoon to big amounts. So whether you want to start with 200 Australian and you have 500,000 Australian to spend, is up to you. The ecosystem, you need to get started with our ecosystem because the ecosystem is not complete. We are not finished. We still developing functions of the ecosystem. The One Forex trading platform is to launch. I believe by next year, the One Forex trading aspect of OneLife is going to launch. The digital exchange has to come as well. The remittances has to come as well. You don't want to join our ecosystem when it's finished, when it's at the end. You want to join while we're still developing, still functioning, still growing. You want to join when you can get started with this company now because the value tends to increase. You see, when I got started, it was somewhere around here. June 2021, somewhere around here, because the value at that time was 6.26 euros for one coin. I have lived the 4 years to see it where it is today. God be praised. Don't wait till 2024 and say, oh, it went up still. Oh my God, I should have joined. No. Join now. Your opportunity is now, not later. This is your opportunity. Your opportunity to get someone else in this understanding is now, not later. We need to help our friends, family, and loved ones. We need to understand that the land down under is special. And there's special things that we can do in this globe with our company to make it the #1 cryptocurrency in the world. And we speak about usability is the key for that. So let me show you what we mean by usability is the key. Let me show you what I mean by when you get the buying power. You see, what you have to understand is that the coins, you don't sell it to get back to fiat. When I showed you the figures and I showed you that you have more buying power, you have to understand if you went through the education that the coins give you this buying power, not the fiat. So if you sell to get the fiat, you just sold to lose because when you have to get back the coin, what do you think you have to do? Join the mining process again. It's a little more difficult at that time, so you get less. You see, right now, I want you to understand that we are going to have this big Dear Shaker global event on the 25th.
My name is Barbara.
This is Nigeria. We have Russia. We have Colombia. We have Norway. We have the Caribbean. We have Somalia. We have Portugal. We have Pakistan. We have over 40 countries, 50 countries actually participating in this concept. I'm talking about Spain, I'm talking about the Philippines, I'm talking about Italy, I'm talking about Canada, I'm talking about France, Chile, Ukraine, Romania, Argentina. It is really, really Malaysia. It's really Mexico, Turkey, Japan. It's really, really amazing, quite ridiculous. And here we have Australia. So I'm saying to you, friends, we have something special. And in your land, don't understand, not forgotten, South Korea, we have the opportunity.
Whoa. Hello everyone, hello the world out there. This is Tan, country manager of Australia. I'm a DS core team, also a core captain in OneLife. I'm so excited and very excited making this short video to all of you. Why? Because what happened here on the 25th of July, we actually have a international, what we call is a global digital event right in this month to showing to the world how we're going to use our coins. So ladies and gentlemen, I like to invite all of you, and yes, on behalf of Australia, we want to invite all of you to join and tuning into this global event. Be part of us to showing your business to the world, to showing your products to the world by tuning this 25th of July, the global event. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, thank you very much.
So friends, here's the point that I'm making to you that is so relevant, and you need to understand that you cannot take your Australian dollar and bring it to Trinidad and Tobago and exchange it and use it at any of our merchants. You cannot take it to Italy. You cannot take it to Romania. The Australian dollar only has value where? In Australia. But you have millions of people. But it's the same truth for me. I can't take my Trinidad dollar and come nowhere near you. Listen, there's a country right next door to me named Suriname, and they are not taking Canadian. They're not taking pounds. They only take US and Euro and exchange it. Their cambios don't accept it. I was like, what? So you could have all the money in the world, but you go there, you're broke if you don't have those other currencies that you can exchange for a different. So instead of trading from Australian to US, from US to Surinamese dollars or whatever currency you want to go to, losing twice, why not have some ones? As we develop, you don't have the need to exchange it. You can use it, because I could have some ones, and I know I could come to Australia and use it and get some fruits. I could eat a meal. I could drink something, because I've seen these offers in Australia. I can go to Italy. I could rent or live in a hotel, a gazebo. They have so many different things to offer with my ones. You see, our goal is to integrate into the paymenting processing center of the world. So you pay part payment in one coin, you pay part payment in fiat. This is the idea and the objective. This is how we will be the #1 cryptocurrency in the world. Keep in mind, at no point in time in my presentation did I use the word investment. I'm not asking you to invest. If you want to invest, invest in yourself. The investment lies in you. Invest in your education, invest in your child education, if that's what you want to use. But this is not, oh, let me invest into this company and sit and wait for returns. No, friend. No, friends. We need you to buy educational package, and we need you to get active with the education. We need you to join. You cannot buy OneCoins, you can't buy our tokens. Not as yet. When we reach that stage, that means the mining would have slowed down. That means that the supply and demand is really ridiculous. That means you missed the opportunity. Fortune favor the brave. Be brave. Become a pioneer of our business. You have the chance to develop and become someone very special by taking charge of this opportunity. You see, here's the truth. With Facebook, you didn't have a chance to become a pioneer. You are end user. We all are end users. None of us took advantage of the Facebook trend. Apple, many people across the globe are end users. They did not buy. I know one guy who told me, hey, I had a chance to buy Apple shares in 1990 something for 14 cents. And, I didn't buy it then. I don't care. And that was his excuse to not join this business. Mad people, don't be mad. There's crazy people out there. You don't have to be one. I'm telling you, don't miss out on becoming a pioneer and joining our concept. The Bitcoin evolution, we were not pioneers. You know how many people are end users now? To this day, I trade and I move around. I do a lot with Bitcoin. But what coin I do know you need to have in your portfolio is this thing called OneCoin. You still have an opportunity to be in the pioneer stage We have done nothing of nothing as yet, and so much has happened. So much has been done, truth be told. But the story is still being written. We are only 6 years old. We're going to be 7 years old later this year. 6 years old later this year. We'll be starting year 7. Wow, we are baby. We are a baby. The company is a baby. You see, when you looked at Apple when they were 6 years old, when you looked at Facebook when they were 6 years old, where were they? Now today you're end user. Do not be an end user of ones when you had a chance to become a pioneer of it. So the decision is yours, it's not mine. I encourage you that we come together so we can make history together. I don't know if it's an election year in Australia. I believe it's election years in many different countries and places. It's an election year in my country. It's an election year for the US. Hear what I want to tell people. Elect yourself for freedom. This financial freedom that we have to offer, you need to vote for you. You need to take yourself out of the situation that you may be in and understand the value in which you can present and give yourself. I truly commend you, ask you to participate in this project that we have and become one of the persons that's destined to be. I really thank you for your time. It's all about one life for more life for me. This is your humble servant, King Jaymes. Cannot wait to be in the land down under, not just in the screen, not just in the virtual world, but in the physical. Because friends, Australia is the only place in the globe that I know have kangaroo, yes?
Yep, 100%.
So if you could be that special that you have your own animal, your own particular animal, you have your own movie star Crocodile Dundee, you're famous all across the globe. You tell me you can have this brand be the dominant brand of cryptocurrency in your market. You're already special. Continue to be special, man. One life for more life. Your humble servant, one's out.
Oh, unbelievable. I mean, there you go, folks. Ladies and gentlemen, now you've heard the truth. And I guess that's the easiest way to sum this up is the 100% truth. No fairy floss around the outside. It's 100% truth. And for everybody that is here now, I really thank you, Tan and I, and all the state managers in Australia, and IMAs. Thank you for joining us here on Tuesday opportunity meeting here in Australia. It gives us, nothing but pleasure in the regard to be able to have our captain King Jaymes with us to bring us the absolute truth in only the way that he can. He doesn't mince the words, and he doesn't, bring all the fairy floss that some people like to do to try too hard to give the information that is needed. So I'd like to just say before we close, I bring our captain back, Tan, and just have a few words, please.
Yes, absolutely. Thank you very much, Brother Michael. Especially thank you to our captain, also one of the biggest brothers that I have here. He talked a lot, learned a lot from these guys, and the direction that he's leading in the past few months, phenomenal, ladies and gentlemen. You can, if you sit down and list it out what happened on the last few months, you will see how much work these gentlemen have been done for our network. Beautiful. Thank you very much on the bottom of our heart. Represent for Australia. Thank you to you. Represent for 3.6 million, over 3.6 million members. Thank you to you. And the corporate, of course, been working day and night to make things happen very fast until today. We lift. And yes, from your presentation, and I choosing this background just today for these ladies and gentlemen. for this because of what our captain been go through. By the end of the day, cash fly around your house like this for nothing, because everything going to be digital. Okay, and if the cash under the table, you put everything under your bed, one day it's be like that. They can't use it anymore. Everything are digital now, like what our captain showing you in the presentation. You see, everything seems to be digital. And yes, if you live in Australia, you all know that right now we have less than 10% of our population are using cash. I always say this, you know, when I go into the shop or went to the shop, I start payment in cash. People open their eyes and they want to grab my cash straight away. But today I go to the shop, I pay them, and they hesitant. They think whether should they want to touch or they don't want to touch. You see, that's the big difference right now, because they're scared of this COVID-19. They are scared of the virus will transfer to them, and they don't take that on board, that piece of cash. And yes, if it's going like this for another 6 months or a year without vaccine, and people seem to be turning into that way and using digital without cash, you think they will come back and using cash after the COVID is finished? No, I don't think so. We are in dreaming if we keep waiting for that. And when this change, it will never come back again. And then what happened, ladies and gentlemen? We missed out the big boat. It cost me 4 years to study accounting in the past. And after these 4 years, no one guaranteed me to have a job afterward. And I have to looking for the new job after when I graduate and work day and night to earn some money. But in here, like what our captain showed before, you bought education packages, you study, you have the token, and it's become an asset that you can usable in the deal checker. How amazing it is. It's so amazing, and especially for all the people who come late, you miss out all the opportunity, ladies and gentlemen. Yes, you can see our captain again. For if you are Australia, they will be tomorrow mornings. And if you are in Canada, well, 8 o'clock in Canada time, Toronto time, ladies and gentlemen, you can see our captain again. So privileged to have our captain again showing in Canada market tomorrow, 8 p.m. Toronto time. And yes, I urge all of you to actually listen this live stream again, and also watching the live stream in the Facebook again and over again until you get it. You know, even I studied in finance before, it took me many time to listen to the previous people to get sink inside and understand. I missed the opportunity when the first time people tell me this and give this opportunity to me, because ego are so high. I thought I know everything about finance. I don't listen to anyone. And yes, I don't trust something that I can touch, can feel, because I keep investing something that I can touch, can feel, which is property. And that's it. You know, I don't believe in anything else. And I missed the boat, ladies and gentlemen. I really don't want you to be in the same where I was before. This is why I want you to do a lot of research and listen more to see the real thing. And yes, don't let your cash to be useless like that, okay, in the background. Convert them into something valuable and use it in the future. So for that, I thank you, all of you. Thank you, our captains, King Jaymes. Thank you, Michael, and all the rest to be here, and all the rest of who are listening on our Facebook Live. Thank you to you all. I hope I see you somewhere part of the world very soon. Thank you very much.
Unbelievable. Always inspirational is our country manager, Tan Dung, the Blue Diamond. So yes, it's nearly the top of the hour, folks. And as my background says, don't wait for opportunity, create it. You have the opportunity right here, right now. Is grab it, and don't wait. Okay. Wednesday night. Wow. Our state manager, Gay Paul, will bring you the education live right here in Australia. You need to be here. 8 o'clock. There she is. Fantastic. 8 o'clock Adelaide time, Central Standard Australian time, or 8:30 Eastern Standard time, or I think it works out to around about 6:30 Western Australian time. But if you want to do your education and get that head start, you need to join us tomorrow night with our Emerald Gay Paul, and our Victorian State Manager brings the best One Academy education to all us here in Australia and around the world. Then, for a prelude to what is going to happen on Saturday, Friday Night Deal Shaker. You all know we have such a great time. We bring the information, we bring new merchants, we bring positive ability to usability. Excuse me. Wow, just, Friday night is exciting. We all know we get on and we can learn about a new merchant. We can learn how to purchase a coupon. We can learn how to create a deal. I tell you what, this Friday night, it's going to be all about learning how to purchase and use our coin. Why, you ask? Why do you want to do that again? Well, because it's the 25th is the big day where you're going to need to know how to use and how to purchase that coupon on this global Deal Shaker Expo. We're going to create history, folks. So, ladies and gentlemen, you need to be on Friday night. If you do not know how to purchase a coupon using your coin, and we all have coin here, no matter how much. Some have a little, some have a lot, doesn't matter. There will be a deal that you can use your coin. So you need to know how to use it. Friday night, 8 p.m. Central Standard Australian time is the place to be, right here in Australia. Join me, Michael Yeo, and we will create your opportunity to purchase on the history-making Deal Shaker Global Expo, the very first. Be a part of it. Don't miss it. So I'd like to run through at the top of the hour now. I'd like to run through special thanks. I want to thank everybody that's joined us here in the Zoom. Thank you for your time. Your time is valuable. We understand that, and we thank you so much for your time. There's quite a few country managers that have joined in on the Zoom, so thank you so much for your time around the world to our country managers. Also, thank you to our Deal Shaker core group. There are some core group members here that I've been witnessing. Thank you to all the people that have messaged in with fantastic messages of positive support. I also want to thank our Facebook audience. Thank you so much to our Facebook audience. It just brings us great pleasure and delight that we can now link so many people around the world to this amazing technology and amazing opportunity all at the one time. So fantastic to have you aboard, and thank you so much to our OneLife, our OneLife Australia Facebook Live link. Wow, there's a lot, isn't there? And it still goes. We have co-captains also to thank that have joined into this fantastic Zoom on the Tuesday night opportunity. But most of all, I want to send out a massive thank you for his very valuable time. He's an extremely busy man, our Blue Diamond and captain of the OneLife Network, King Jaymes. Thank you so much, sir. So without further ado, I am going to leave you with a little bit of more inspiration, and we will close off with one of our best artists here in Australia, and hopefully this will play.
New future for less than
Thank you very much, everybody. I hope you have a great evening or day wherever you are. Please join us again tomorrow for the One Academy. And other than that, thank you for your time. See you all later. You can unmute if you wish. Just turn off the live.